Alright, so today is Friday, May 15th. And we have lots of severe weather coming up today, tomorrow. It's crazy. Just a long pattern coming up. So starting with today, we have a slight risk of severe weather in Guymon and Woodward, so basically the northwestern Oklahoma area and the Panhandle. And then a marginal risk around that includes the Ponca City, Enid, Oklahoma City, Norman, Lawton, Altus, and Elk City. Let's get into the models for today. Okay, so before we get to the models, I kind of forgot that we have to look at the hail and wind outlooks. We do not have a tornado risk today, thankfully, but we do have a 5% hail risk that includes Woodward, Elk City, Altus, Lawton, going into Norman, Oklahoma City, Enid, and Ponca City. Not a huge hail risk today. I don't think today's going to be the worst day of severe weather that we're going to see. We'll get to that in a little bit, but let's get to the wind outlook now. Okay, so this is by far the worst or the most bad outlook of the day. We have a 50% hatch chance of damaging winds that includes Woodward and Guymon. Now, so basically, hatch means that the intensity is going to be a little stronger. We could see winds in excess of 80 miles an hour with these storms. So just prepare for some strong winds if possible with some storms if you're in Woodward or Guymon, or even maybe down into Elk City and Altus. You're still in that hatching, just you're not in the highest risk. Alright, so now we're on to the models. It shows around 5 p.m. today, whatever you want to say. We're going to have a little storm pop up near the Lawton area, and some storms popping up on the Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma border on the Panhandle. Those will kind of come in. They'll just kind of hang out for a few hours. But then more storms are going to be formed. We've had storms in Oklahoma all day. Just none of them has really gotten severe. So I would take these radar presentations that we're having right now with a grain of salt. Something like this could happen, but I don't think we're going to exactly see this. Okay, so our next big risk of severe weather is on Sunday. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather. That includes Woodward and Elk City. And a marginal risk that's basically statewide. Anywhere from Bartlesville down to Altus and from Guymon to Hugo is in a marginal risk of severe weather. But the main area is going to be in that yellow. And we don't have the presentations for hail, wind, and tornadoes yet, but let's go to our models and see what those could be. Alright, so we shouldn't see any really crazy things going on until about 5 p.m. We're going to have storms developing near Elk City, and then boom, kind of a strong storm forms in eastern Oklahoma, kind of a little bit like a really broken squall line, and another one near Tulsa. But these aren't going to last for that long, and then they're going to leave. Now we're looking at Monday, which could be one of our most concerning days of severe weather. We have an enhanced risk for Ponca City and Enid, but around that really large slight risk for just not the Panhandle and a small southeastern portion of the state. But even in Guymon and Hugo, you could still get some severe weather. We're looking at a quite concerning risk on the models, so let's get to see it. Now, I don't get to see a huge view at this because we're kind of still far out to be able to see this. But between 4 and 7 p.m., we're going to have strong storms with large hail in southern Oklahoma, and then there'll be more in around 7 p.m. right just to the west of Oklahoma City, and it should be closing in on Oklahoma City, and even some other storms are going to be going on between 4 and 7 p.m. near McAllister, Muskogee. Now at 7 p.m. on Monday, that's where we can stop seeing stuff on the models, but this will still be going on past 7 p.m. And then our last risk of severe weather is on Tuesday, and we have a slight risk of severe weather that includes Stillwater, Tulsa, Bartlesville, Muskogee, Ada, McAllister going into Oklahoma City and Norman. So we can't even see anything on the model, so as we get closer, we'll be able to see this better. But we have no model views that look impressive on this, but that's not meaning that the storm's not going to be strong. Just The radar at this. If I looked at the models on this right now, it would look terrible. So we're not gonna look at it right now. We'll do a couple more videos throughout the weekend on this as storms get closer, but I can't really say as much on the models right now. Alright, a little additional thing before we end this. It's just so hot in Oklahoma right now. Well, as this is being recorded, it's 102 degrees in Altus. And it will cool down tonight, but it's not going to be done. Tomorrow it's going to be 92 in Enid, 90 in Stillwater, 83 in Tulsa, 88 in Bartlesville, 88 in Oklahoma City, 87 in Ardmore, 90 in Lawton, and for the grand finale, 97 in Altus. Now, Elk City still 96, but then it'll cool down tomorrow. Now it ain't done. It's gonna get warmer again. 97 degrees again in Altus. But right now it's by far the hottest. I mean, let's talk about how it was 104 degrees around the 3 p.m. hour earlier today. It's definitely hot down in southwestern Oklahoma right now. So let's get to the next thing, but just keep some eyes on safety outdoors if you're in southwestern Oklahoma. We will be doing an entire post about that because since we're getting kind of close to the heating of summer. But let's get to the next thing. Alright, that is all the information I have for you today. We'll be doing many more videos on the period of 5 days. So make sure you subscribe, have the notifications on so you never miss another video from us covering the severe weather and heat coming up. Bye for now. Peace.